Hi, I'm Aaron from RT Robotics, and today I'll be showing you how to use the Sensing tab in Scratch. So first thing that we have to do is go to Sensing, and you'll see all of these different things. So the first thing is touching mouse pointer. A mouse pointer, also known as a cursor, is this thing that you move by using the touchpad, or if you're using a setup, then a mouse. So let's drag that and put it into this if-then statement. You can see that this condition has a different shape to other blocks. This is to show that it is a condition, that it can be used as like here, like an if then statement. If we click the drop down, then we can also change it to different things. So here, when space is pressed, it moves a little, but it'll keep on moving until I touch it with my mouse cursor. Oops. Wait. But here, it's not working. Why is that? It's because it's when the mouse key is pressed. So let's say, take this out, and then we put this all in if-then statement. Here, we can use a different one. Key is pressed. This will check if a certain key is being pressed. A key is basically one of the things on a keyboard. So let's get that in there and put it into a forever loop. So it's always checking if the key is pressed. So if we click this and hit the space key, it moves. But when it touches the mouse pointer, it doesn't do anything. If we change it to touching ball, as you can see, it's going to be going into random places. So by using this drop down, we can control which is being used. So now we're checking if it's touching the ball. When it touches the ball, it starts going around. Okay, let's go back to the sensing library. And next is touching color. So let's replace it with touching color and put this in. So let's say set the color to this specific point on it. Since this is like a gradient of colors, the code will not go to random position part unless the cat touches that specific color on the ball. So let's go back to it, and when it touches that specific part of the ball, it moves. Try it again. As you can see, it is touching the ball. Let's zoom in. It is touching the ball. The whisker is touching the ball. But if I move slightly, it's still not going to move because it's not touching this specific part of the wall. So if I click space once more, it'll then just randomly go around with it. Let's stop that and move it. Next is color, touching color. This checks if a certain color is coming in contact with another color. So say that you want, if say, I don't know, the white part of the cat, it touches the ball. So let's run the code, and here you can see that the whisker is touching the ball. But once the white touches that certain part of the ball, it then starts whizzing around. Let's try it again. You can see here, the whisker is coming in contact with that certain part of the ball. But when I hit spacebar and this white part touches the ball, it goes whirling around. So this is just ask what it's your name. This is just a mouse pointer. This is a variable, so it checks what the distance to it is, and if we put this into the ask and wait, then it will always display the distance to the ball. Right now, it is asking a question. As you can see, it's ask. Say if we put an input, so nothing really happens. But we can use this in things like a questionnaire to say continue, star, or stop the user whenever they get a question right or wrong. So to make this more understandable on the distance between the cat and the ball, we can go to the looks and it says and use the say hello tool. So let's go back to sensing and this right now went to touch, then it went over it. So what we can do is we can move it. So when it moves, as you can see, the number is always changing because the position of the cat is always changing, which therefore means that the distance between the cat and the ball, as you guessed it, is always changing. We already used a space key present. Mouse down just checks if the mouse is down. Mouse X and mouse Y are variables that look at whether no, they look at what the X position and the Y position of a mouse or cursor is like not a number. What am I saying today? Loudness and timer are other variables. Reset timer, another variable. Backdrop, these are all variables that can be used for mathematical calculations or seeing whether this or that happens. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.